Unborn baby girls are being killed by the millions around the world simply because of their sex. We call this sex-selective abortion. In many Asian countries, there's a strong preference for boys. Girls historically have been abandoned by the sides of roads in China, left to die by female infanticide. They've been shortchanged in terms of food and medical care. Boys have always had higher survival rates in countries like China and India. But now there's a new threat to little girls that comes not after their birth, but before they're born. The combination of a preference for boys and modern technology, the ultrasound machine, has proved deadly to millions upon millions of baby girls, especially in countries like China with its one-child policy, and India with its two-child policy. Little girls are being extinguished in huge numbers by what's called sex-selective abortion. This tragic practice is also found in other Confucian cultures in Asia, in Taiwan, in Korea and Vietnam, and other countries in Southeast Asia. And tragically, it has even come to our shores.
If asked whether sex-selective abortion is happening in the United States, most Americans would say no. But it is. And shockingly, as in China and other Asian countries, young girls are the victims. Here's how we can tell. Since men don't live as long as women, it makes sense that a few more boys are born every year than girls, and normally about 105 boys are born for every 100 girls. However, a new study indicates that among certain American minorities, the sex of their first child influences the sex of future children. A study recently published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that this problem was the highest among Asian Americans, particularly those of South Asian descent. Now, the difference in the sex of the eldest child is pretty normal in Asian American homes, so around 5 more boys than girls. And this is perfectly normal. It's when we get to later children that the numbers in these ethnic groups start to get frightening. Of the families that have an eldest daughter, the difference more than triples with the second child. 17 more families with an older girl will get a younger brother than a younger sister. And in Asian American families with 2 girls, the difference is 10 times the normal, meaning 50 more couples will have a son for their third child, rather than a daughter. Ratios like this don't happen by accident. There isn't something strange about the genes of a Chinese American or Indian American that caused this to happen. How do we know this? Well, in families with an eldest son, the sex ratios for future children are perfectly normal, about 5 more boys than girls. The only way this sex imbalance occurs is if there's something killing baby girls in large numbers. In this case, sex-selective abortion or even infanticide.
We need to stop the practice of sex-selective abortion now. We need to pass laws banning it. And we need to realize that this is the ultimate form of discrimination on the basis of sex. So far, the feminist groups have been silent on this issue. Why? Where are the feminists when you need them? I challenge the National Organization of Women and other feminist groups to join us in the battle to ban this terrible form of sex discrimination that is killing so many unborn baby girls.